Hi guys, Cleo here, and today I'm going to rant about the top 5 excuses for illegally downloading games. Listed in approximate order of how often I hear them, number 1, I'm seeing if the game is any good before I bother buying it. This isn't inherently a bad excuse, though one wonders why you don't just download the demo, but the fatal flaw lies in the fact that many who make this claim fail to deliver. It shouldn't take you hours to decide whether you like a game enough to buy it, and even if you decide you don't like the game, nonetheless you've enjoyed the fruits of labor you haven't paid a cent towards. Would you go up to an arcade cabinet and expect it to give you 3 hours of free play before it asks for a quarter? Excuse number 2, I only buy games from publishers I want to support. This one I find especially confusing because what are the criteria that determine if you think a company is worthy of support? There are some companies that are routinely critiqued for their business practices, such as the ever-demonized EA Games, and then there are other companies that do nothing but produce amazing games for a reasonable price. But let me break something to you that you may have not realized. Companies are made up of a great deal of people, and not everybody that works for a company feels the same way that the executives do. So by stealing a game from EA or any other publisher, you are spitting in the face of everyone who worked on that game, some of whom are probably pretty similar to you. If you don't like the way a company is run, do something that's actually going to produce results. For instance, you could write an angry letter, or start a petition demanding better games, etc. You may think you're protesting by downloading the game without paying for it, but all you're doing is telling the company that you like their game so much you're willing to break the law to get it. Reason number 3. I'm protesting the price of games. Now, I will be honest, games are expensive. The average game is something like $60 and special editions go up into the hundreds. However, there's this wonderful thing called sales. If you really want a game, wait until it goes on sale. If you look at my own Steam library, pretty much 90% of the stuff I have on there I got for very cheap because I waited for it to go on sale. I know it can be rough when all your friends have the game and won't shut up about how great it is, but think of it this way. You still have however odd number of dollars that you can put towards a pizza or even another game. And on the flip side of that, by stealing a game, you're not telling the publishers to lower the price. In fact, you're telling them to raise it. Crazy regulatory DMR, high price of games, and other such annoyances are the direct result of piracy. If you're stealing a game because you want it to go down in price, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Speaking of DMR, number 4. I'm punishing the publisher for putting DMR into their games. This is a quintessential example of circular logic. Pretty much since video gaming began, and especially since games came to home computers, publishers have been struggling to find a way to prevent online piracy. Some of these experiments have unfortunately led to crippling DMR that does more to punish actual purchasers than pirates. I will be the first to admit that some kinds of DMR are perplexing, if not downright insulting. But if you honestly think that stealing a game is going to lead to publishers taking DMR out, you need to put down the crack pipe and listen. It's not. If anything, you're encouraging the publishers to put in even more restrictive DMR, increasing the burden put on those of us who legally buy our games, as well as increasing the chances that you'll end up with heavy fines or even put in jail. And finally, excuse number 5, the most likely yet least often admitted reason why people illegally download games. I really want that game, but I can't afford it. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Video games are not food, water, nor air. You don't need them to survive. I understand, I really do. Video games can be amazing experiences. They can be a great place to make friends, to establish camaraderie, to find a place where you finally feel included. Why do you think I started a gaming channel? I love video games. But you know what else I love? Rewarding people for a job well done. And when you steal a game, you are taking a dump on the face of every person who worked on that game. I know in this society we lose sight of what real people are, and especially when you're sitting behind the computer screen, you forget that the people on the other side are people just like you. But we're all human. We deserve to be rewarded for our efforts. And when you steal a game, you are saying that you deserve a reward and all those other people don't. In short, you are being a scumbag. Thank you for watching this video. If you have anything you'd like to get off your chest, please leave it in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I try to reply to them all as well. Or if you really have a lot to say, please feel free to make a video response. If you liked the message of this video, please like it, or better yet, share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, or other gaming-related videos like Let's Plays, game reviews, and gaming trope comedy skits, please subscribe to my channel, Games Are for Fight. I have been your host, Cleo, and I really look forward to all your lovely responses. Goodbye, my little chocolate muffins!